So in this part, we're going to add uh, a light source for the sun, some stars, and probably an asteroid belt. So let's get started. First thing we got to do is get rid of our default lighting. So like if you can see our rendering, um, it's not that great of a lighting. So we're going to adjust it. And, all right, so we're going to go to Create, and we're going to go to Lights, and Point Light. Click OK, or click Create. And then you see Point Light right here. Now we're going to change the lighting, use all lights. Here it is right here. To use all lights, just click on this icon, and there you go. So now when we go render this, let's take a different rendering. It looks a lot better. Looks a lot better. Looks more realistic. I could change the intensity over here if I wanted to, but I think this looks great. So we'll go ahead and close that. So now when we press play, you can see that the light source from the sun follows the planets. And we could speed up the playback a little bit. Not have it on half. Let's do double time. Save. And you'll be able to see, see the light source constantly in front and not in back. So next we're going to check out the rendering settings. So go to Windows, Rendering Editors, Rendering Settings, and we're going to want to make sure that, let's see, the presets are HD 720, which it is. So just making sure. Click on that, close that, and then now we're going to get in. Oh, almost forgot one more thing. So let's go back into Rendering Editors, Rendering Settings, and then we made sure that this was HD 720. Now let's go over here and change this from low quality to high quality, and I think that is it. So double check. Oh, I'm sorry, production quality. Click on production quality. So highest quality, production quality. Maybe not highest, maybe high quality. Yeah, let's do production quality. There you go. And then just close out of it. And now you can check out your rendering. So let's re-render this. Yeah, much better. Oop. So let's try that again. Re-render. Yeah, that's nice. I like it. All right, all right. I kind of jumped the gun. I realized that I really put something in there that I meant to show in the video, but I didn't. So I'm going to kind of redo it and show you how to do it. First, you're going to need to download a file off of Canvas. Right here, sunv 1.0-.ma. Download this file, and you're going to download this into where you saved your project and throw it into scenes. So put a copy in there. And then we'll go back into Maya and upload it into your. Okay, so we're going to go to File, Import, and it's already there. It's probably so. If you don't quite see this, then you can go to your desktop and find the file where it's located. Click on that, click Import, and once you click Import, then I'm going to cancel it because I already imported it. It's right here. Actually, you know what? I'll just do it again. And then once that's imported, then we're going to right click on the sun, right click and hold, and add existing material and go to the one we just imported and click on there. I'm not going to click on there because I already did it. So click on there and you should see. If you can't see it right away, let's just say that you are, it looks like this. You can hit the number 7, or I'm sorry, the number 6, and then hit the number 7, and then you can see how you can add the shadows. So if you go back to there, I hit the number 5, hit the number 6, and then hit the number 7. So when you do go render this, let's go back to the render. Let's render this again. It looks amazing. And there you have it. So you added lighting and this great texture of the sun. Now we're going to get into something else. So now we're going to get into adding stars. And there's a bunch of different ways to do it. I'm just going to go off of a quick and easy. I mean, we can add one star one by one, but we're going to go over a quicker way to do it. So switch to effects right here, and then we'll get into particles. Click on particles, and then we want to create emitter. Click right there. We can just call this stars, solar system stars. And create. There we are. So what that's going to do is create these two things over here. So solar system stars 2, and then end particle 1. And now we're going to tweak a few settings. And so we'll go over here to the attribute editor, change this from 100 to 500, hit enter. And then we're going to change the minimum distance and the maximum distance. So we got to set the distance past the past Pluto. And let's just do that at 1,000. And the max distance, let's just do 1,200. Also need to change the speed, change it down to 0. And then we need to change one more thing. Okay, after that, hit rewind, and then we'll hit play. And you'll notice it looks like they're falling. You got falling stars. So we'll pause that, rewind it, and let's go to nucleus and change this down to 0. Hit play again. And now they're falling because we took off the gravity. So if you have gravity, it will appear that gravity is actually in your scene. So let's go ahead and stop this, rewind this. We'll play this again, and what we're going to do is play it enough to where we see, because it's emitting stars, so like randomly, but we want to get enough stars to where it looks like there's enough clusters of an actual universe. So let's play, and I think use a little bit more. Go. That's good. So about 400. That looks like plenty of stars. So what we're going to do is, this solar system star is an emitter, and what that basically did is it scattered all these stars automatically and randomly. And so we kind of just want that. We don't want it to keep populating. So what we're going to do is go to fields and solvers, and then we're going to go to initial state and set for selected. Click on that. And that is telling Maya that we only want this many amount of stars emitted, well, dots emitted, particles actually. So now that is done, we can delete this, and we only need this. So these particles out here is all we really need. From there, we go to our channel box right here, and then go to is dynamic and switch it from on to off. Now to turn this on, you just hit, or turn it off, you hit 0. But inversely, if you want to turn it on, you hit 1 and then enter. We want it off, so make sure that is off. Now we're going to go back into our attribute editor and then go to particle shape 1, and then we're going to start tweaking some of these. All right, so first we got to do is make sure we get into the attribute editor for the end particle, and then we scroll down to Arnold, and where'd it go? There it is, Arnold, and change this from points to spheres, and should add this, make this 1, and scroll back up. Particle size, radius, change that to 1 as well. Okay, just to recap, we'll go over a few things. And particle shape, particle size, radius 1, and then we'll go down to rotation. We want shading. Make sure it says spheres. It's defaulted to points, so make sure it says spheres. Spheres. Opacity, don't worry about that. Color, switch it to, I just chose this color. And let's see what else. That looks good. The nucleus, make sure that the gravity is set to 0. It's usually at 9.8. And particles, I think that's good. All right, so I had a heck of a time trying to figure out why my particle size wasn't showing up. I could change the size with the slider. I think that would be good, but it wasn't showing up in my rendering. And it looks like my hardware on this laptop that I'm using skipped it. So hopefully you should be able to see it on your computer, but this is why you're not seeing it on mine. I'm going to try and install mine on another computer, see if I can get this going again, but in the meantime, just keep pushing through. So now we're going to right click on the particles and assign material, Lambert, and then click on color. Actually, right here, click on color, and I just selected this one. That's fine. Use that one. And then you're good. Stars aren't completely white. They're like a bluish hue. So if you want to go a little lighter than that blue, that's fine. I'm just going to quit to make this video. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, and when you change the color, don't forget to come down and go change this glow intensity to 0.5. And then render. See if it does it. No, I get the same error down here. See, hardware render skipped. Yeah, so, but it should be there. So if I hit, yeah, it's there. It's not rendering because my hardware is not capable of rendering it. So if you change the special effects to, oh, the glow intensity is way too much right here, so 0.5. If 0.5 is too much, then change it to 0.25. Um, I'll try it one more time, but I don't think it's going to render it for my computer, my laptop. I'll have to see about trying to get another one. Yeah. So it should work on yours. I don't know why it's not working on this one, but it's there. Anyway, that's all I got for this video. I'll make one more and get the other part done.